Good morning, everyone. And I'm here to basically, and don't go by what I'm showing over here, Hyundai website. It's nothing against Hyundai or any other auto company. It is generally to explain why 0% financing is not the best thing to do and why actually your cost of financing is never 0%. Right. And most of the times, a lot of companies, a lot of automobile dealers, they try to attract customers by using the term 0% financing for 7 years. And obviously, a lot of people are strapped for cash, and when they see this, they go wow, and they just buy the car because at that point in time they don't look at the overall financial implications and the overall cost of the car. When they're doing 0% financing, they think that the interest is nothing, and it's a great deal. But never ever there is a 0% financing. You can think about it this way: why would someone give you a car for 0% financing? That doesn't make any financial sense. So why would that exist, right? So I'm just going to explain in this video how does this overall process work, and what is this 0% financing, and what is actually the true cost of 0% financing. So to illustrate an example, I'm going to go to uh, one of the cars, let's say 2018 Elantra, right? I'm basically selecting this. I'm going for the highest trim over here. And once I select the highest trim over here, I'm seeing different options, which is pricing overview. It has three options. One is cash, where I see this is very important. Special offer 3,500. In finance, the special offer is $750. And in lease, it's $600 discount. Now, these numbers play a very important role, and they are kind of indication of what is exactly happening over here. I will make another video on lease versus financing, and discuss more about that. But this video is primarily to explain why 0% financing is not good. So let's go ahead and see the total price with financing and with cash, and the numbers which you should be looking at when you are deciding to buy a car. If I go into the pricing details, I'm going to select pricing with destination and delivery and destination fees. I'm going to see pricing with sales tax. Okay, so now take a note of these numbers. 28,737.60 is your price after taxes when you are paying down by cash. And when you're, let's say you're doing zero down, you're doing everything zero, you're paying 31,845. So now what is the difference over here? Let's calculate that. Let me go back to financing. 31,845 minus, and I'm doing it this way because this is how you should be doing it, to just calculate exactly what is happening. Minus 28,737. So it's approximately $3,108. Now this is the number. This number is nothing but the interest you're paying, and that too in advance. And this is where you need to know what is exactly happening. I will go to the website APR calculator. This is basically the effective interest rate calculator. Not this. Okay. Calculatestuff.com. Sorry, I did not know the website. So over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter the loan amount, which is going to be your finance amount, which in this case is going to be 31,845, and put the interest rate as 0%. Let's say 7 years. Prepaid finance charges. Now this is going to be your difference between your cash and finance purchase, and the number was 3108. Okay, and now I'm going to calculate. Your effective interest rate is 2.95%. Okay, now I'm saying this might be a ripoff. In the sense, it's not exactly. I mean, if you think about it, let's say if someone is charging you 2.945%, let's say that 2 years down the line you have some money, you pay down that loan, you save on interest, right? Over here, there is no other such option because you have already paid for the interest in advance. So if in fact if you pay it before, and why I say this, that because you may not use the car for 7 years, you might sell the car in 4 years, you might sell the car in 3 years, but whenever you're selling the car, you got to pay the loan in full before you can basically sell the car. So let's assume you use the car only for 5 years instead of 7 years. Your effective APR immediately shoots up to 4.11%. Right. So this is why I would say that 0% financing is bad. In fact, I would be more than happy to take the cash incentive and finance it for 2.95% or 3% or even 3.2% if I'm able to do that, because that's going to save me quite a bit of interest. Right. So that's why I say that 0% financing is a real ripoff. Let's say that for some reason you sold the car in 2 years. Now what? Look at this. 10%. Right? I mean, this is again assuming that you're paying it off in 2 years, right? Now, it might be quite possible that you don't pay it off in like 2 years, right? Then what happens to your interest? It's even more crazy, to be honest, right? Let me show you something over here. I mean, let's assume that your loan amount was, now the calculation becomes slightly different, and the monthly payment is 530.75. It's even more worse, let me tell you, when you sell the car earlier, because this is component which you have already paid as interest, right? It's even going to be worse than this.